Welcome back to the Trading Coach Podcast. Akil Stokes, your host as always. Today, I'm going to share with you one of the greatest bits of trading advice that I ever heard, and it was look for losers. Now, that seems kind of weird, but trust me, as you listen to the podcast, it will make perfect sense. Now, a bit of great advice that I have for you is check out our website, www.tier1trading.com. We work with traders of all levels, brand new, experienced, but struggling. It doesn't matter. Get on the platform and try us out. I recommend starting with the 14-day risk-free trial membership. That way you can take some courses, download some software, interact with the community, join some live sessions, and make sure we're the right fit trading style and teaching style for you before you make any type of commitment. There's no type of auto bill or sneaky charges. After 14 days, your account is just cut off. So www.tier1trading.com, head over there now, 14-day risk-free trial membership, and let's get on with the show. One of the greatest bits of advice I ever heard in my back testing was, quote, go back and find as many losers as possible. Brilliant. This came when Darren did the cipher pattern, right? And he came in with these amazing stats. And he was like, man, this thing is like 80% correct and blah, 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 blah. And none of us believed him because we're like, there's nothing that's 80% correct in the market, especially in advanced pattern information. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. And what happens is sometimes, and we do this during back testing, I would suppose you do it even more when you invent something or find something, is that we naturally want to see winners. We naturally want to see winners. Right? Do you guys want to backtest to have a losing system? Is anyone like, hey, I want to test 1,000 trades just so I can end up in the negative, right? I want to invest 6 months of my life to test something that doesn't work, right? No, like no one wants to do that. That's like saying I'm gonna go into work every day, and then at the end of my 2 weeks, I'm gonna pay my employer money. Like, no, it makes no sense. Right? So we want to see winners, right? We want to see winners. The problem with that is when we want to see winners, sometimes all we see is winners, right? This is kind of that, it's kind of like the negative side of like your reticular activating system, right? Where, you see what you want to see, right? Your eyes are so trained to see what you're focused on seeing. But if you're only seeing that thing and ignoring everything else, you can get yourself into trouble. So a lot of traders have inflated backtesting numbers because they only look for winners. Sometimes it is purposeful, and I've done this before too, so you don't have to feel kind of bad about it. Sometimes it's purposeful where you get to something and like it loses and you're like, well, it was like 4 o'clock on a Friday, so like I probably wouldn't have taken it, or like, yeah, I would have been on vacation this day, so or like it came 1 pip before targets, I probably would have I probably just would have cashed out, or like it just missed stops, the spread wouldn't have gotten, like we make up these excuses because we want it to work. I don't do it anymore, but I used to do that a lot during like losing streaks, where like I'd be on like a 5 trade losing streak in my back testing, and that 6th trade is like another loser, and I'd be like, I wouldn't have taken this one because like I just need something positive. But sometimes it's not purposeful. Sometimes we just are subconsciously, I guess, looking for winners because that's ultimately, in a sense. I mean, I know we're back testing to gather true statistics. But ultimately, we're backtesting something to see if it works, and it has to win in order for it to work, and we kind of look for wins. So I think that was the case with Darren when he first founded the cipher pattern, where he was only like he saw more winners than he should have because he was so locked in on like finding the winning trades. So Jason Stapleton came in, and we're at like a mastermind group meeting because we're all gonna test it as well, right? And that's how whenever we invent new things, we have the person test it, we give the rules to like a group, and then the group test it, and we compare results. And if the results are similar, not the same, but similar, we know it's something. If they're all over the place, we know that someone is probably making some type of mistake. So, if 20 of us had the same exact rules, we're not going to have the same results, but they should be similar. Carlo shouldn't have like a 20% win rate while Cherry has like a 80% win rate. And something's off there, and then we kind of go in and investigate. So we had this mastermind meeting as we venture off to do work on this new this new pattern that was found. And that's when he said the quote. He said, "Darren, here's what I want you to do." He said, "I want you to go back through those results, and I want you to only look for losers." And he went back to the whole time period. He did find some losers that weren't there before, and it knocked his win percentage down probably by like 10%. I think he went from like 80 on certain pairs to like 70 for his high watermark. But that was very, very crucial as far as having the proper expectations from your trading. Because imagine having these inflated expectations, and then you go in and start trading live, and then the expectations aren't what you expect live, right? You start freaking out. I forgot who it was in the platform. He was trading the RSI thing, and he had brilliant backtesting results. And I remember he started off in like a 2-month like stink fest, and he was like, "What am I doing wrong?" It freaked him out. So Greg, RSI Greg. Yeah, I felt bad. I'm like, oh, but I've been there, so that's how it is. So always look for losers, right? Always look for losers. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hey, do me a favor, right? I know we all come from different places, have different mentors, have different experiences. If there was a great bit of advice that you were told in your trading journey, feel free to share it with me. Feel free to share it with us. You can hit me up on socials. You can put it in the comment section below. However you can reach out. I would love to hear it. I'd love to do a podcast episode just kind of walking through the different types of great advices that you guys have heard, whatever it's called. I don't know, but it's a cool idea, at least in my head right now. So if you have anything you'd like to share, do it. And I'll see you guys next time.